this is Stephanie from Ferret-World, and today we're here with Myron, who's the New South Wales Ferret Society meetup, and we have two beautiful big ferrets, Winston and Damien, right here as well, and we're just going to ask Myron a few questions. So, what are the biggest misconceptions about ferrets?
The biggest misconceptions about ferrets is that they're vicious, mean, smelly carnivores.
Yeah.
They are not, they're a domesticated animal.
He's not biting at all.
Well, if you wave, a ferret is blind, so if you wave your fingers in front of a ferret's face, it does say, bite me.
Yeah.
Right? It does, you have to take control of the ferret.
So what's the best way to approach a ferret?
Putting a fist,
Yep.
give them a nice solid fist, and don't be afraid. They sense if you're afraid.
Yeah.
You have to be in control of your ferret.
Yeah.
If you don't control your ferret, I don't know, this is the first time I've had this ferret. Right, this ferret doesn't know me, but you take control. Your ferret, you control your ferret.
So do you think that they live off the energy as well?
Well,
so if you're kind of feeling a bit anxious, then
if you're sad and that sort of thing, they'll come up and they'll snuggle you. They'll understand you. They understand your mannerisms. I've learned to say no in 120 different languages. They still do the same thing. They still don't know what no is.
Yeah.
So the favourite word is no. It means yes, we'll do that again.
So what other misconceptions are there about ferrets?
Basically, they smell. They're related to rats. Are they like cats, or do you eat them? Do you make coats out of them? Yeah. In some countries they do. If you go back in the ages, they are related. These were related to the British aristocracy. Kings and queens in Europe, through the purges of the purges, where cats were banned, where witches were outlawed and cats were killed. The aristocracy.
There's a picture of Elizabeth I holding.
Yes, we got the picture. Yeah.
Well, these were only the aristocracy could hold a ferret. And another thing, going back to that misconception about a ferret down your trousers, it's true. Because when the peasants had a ferret, which they weren't supposed to get from one end to the other, they used to put the ferret, do their cuffs up here, and put the ferret down their trousers, and walk from one to the other, because it was illegal for a commoner to have a ferret. Only the aristocracy. But it's also recorded, it goes back to Egyptian times, so there is a little bit. No one knows the true where they derive from. We know that not the mongoose, the badger, otter, related to the badger otter. They can swim, but only for very short distances. And nocturnal, they're nocturnal. That's it. Because you get different varieties, black-eyed whites, albinos, sables, and a full-grown ferret is 4.5 kilos. 4.5 kilos. A purebred ferret is 4.5 kilos.
Really?
A purebred ferret.
I want one of those.
You can get 4.5 kilos.
Have you ever seen it 4.5?
I have but only on an internet site where I saw this huge ferret. I've had one 2.5. He's one of my biggest ferrets I've got.
Yeah.
And he's only around about 2 kilos.
Wow.
About 2 kilos.
Oh, I want a big one like that.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're purebred. The more mangy or smaller the ferret is, the more interbred they are.
Oh, really?
And you get these people, they use them on farms to hunt rabbits because they're damn good at doing it.
Yep. That's very true.
But yeah, they're not a vicious animal. They are a gentle, beautiful, natured, kind, loving animal. They know who you are. You learn. Like I said, I don't know who this one is, but it seems quite happy to be there. This one never knew this one before, but he seems quite happy too. He feels safe and secure. Yeah?
So it's all about the energy.
That's right.
Well, thank you very much for that.
You are welcome.